Let's continue working on our arms for our new ending. We left off about to work on the left hand, so we'll just continue from there. Select the left arm RK control and bring that right back to its side on 189. Okay, and then translate it back. Then we can work on bringing the wrist down. Rotate it down in the Z, fix it in the X, and adjust it some more to about that position before we go ahead and bring back the IK and bring it closer to the body and down some more. And then from here, let's go to our wrist control and we'll go to our thumb root curl and bring that up all the way, and then go to our thumb roll and bring that back some. And then once it's at about that position, we'll translate the hand back and down just to a point where the thumb is where it needs to be. Okay, and then we could start fixing our wrist. Let's rotate it up in the Z. And then when it's at about this position, we'll then go ahead and fix up the fingers. Okay, so starting from our pinky, we could start from there and bring that up. Then fix our ring curl, the mid, and the index. Great, so now we have both our characters' hands resting on our hips, and then we want to fix up the shoulder and the elbow of the left arm. So we'll start with the shoulder. We'll just bring that back. Then we'll go to the elbow and we'll do the same. Just bring it back. Great. Okay, so there is our extreme pose where the hands are on the character's side. Let's add another pose now. As the character's moving back. And we could add that pose on 218. So we'll go there and start fixing up our character's arms. So bring that one down. Okay, and back. Okay, and then we could translate it down too. And then from here, let's start rotating the wrist up. And then down in the X. And a little bit more up in the Z. And shifted in the X too. We want to watch the thumb as well. We want to make sure that's positioned right. So let's go ahead and translate this arm IK control back some more. Okay, and keep tweaking until we get it right where we need it to be. So bring up the Z, and then fix the X, and then we could check the thumb. Alright, so that's just about there. Let's bring back the rotation and fix the X some more. And then from there, we'll go to our arm IK and bring that out in the X, and then forward some in the Z to fix that up. Alright, and we can even translate it up in the Y. And that thumb, we need to make sure that that is right where we need it to be. Alright, so we're just about there. There we go. Okay, so now we have our next pose where the character's hand is back as he's going back. And we can make a few fixes to, like, the shoulder, for example. We can bring that back a little bit there. And then for the elbow, let's go ahead and bring that forward. Great. And now we'll translate back and forth to see how the movement's looking. Alright, not too bad. We're going to have to add some in-between poses, but we'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead now and bring our attention to the right side. And on 218, same frame, we'll go ahead and make our fixes. So after we've shifted over the RMIK control, we can work on bringing up this wrist. Then we could go back to the RMIK and adjust it, looking at the thumb. Alright, the thumb looks like it's in a pretty good position. Maybe bring it back some more and bring up the arm some more there. Then go back to our wrist and fix our pose. Awesome. Okay, so our right arm's looking good. Now we'll make some modifications in the elbow. So on 218, we'll go ahead and bring the elbow out. And the shoulder, let's bring that down. Alright, so his stretch is looking pretty good. Great. And from here, what we're going to do is key the fingers, because there's going to be times where we'll need to key them some more, and we're going to want to make sure we have a pose there of the fingers where they're at right now, so we don't have to worry about that later. So on 218, let's go ahead and key our index, mid, ring, and pinky curl, and we'll also get our thumb roll and thumb curl keyed. And we'll do the same thing for the left. Okay, get those keyed. Great. So with that, we now have our next extreme pose in for the arms. And again, our stretch, our character stretch is really coming along. We're going to end the lesson here, and in the next lesson we will continue on animating our arms. We have one more extreme to go before we're ready to add our details, and that's going to be on frame 238. So let's go ahead and move on to the next lesson and animate our last extreme and continue on by adding our in-betweens as well.